Hello, Taurus. It's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for the month of April 2025. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for your sun, moon, as well as your rising placements. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site, and then you can just come back here and watch the video or videos for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, Taurus, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's possible that the messages that come through today won't fully resonate. And if that should occur, please don't get upset. It just means that that one message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So in a collective reading, you kind of have to take what fits, how it fits, and just leave what doesn't. Of course, Taurus, if you would like a one-on-one, face-to-face, live, Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, then you're welcome to visit my website at thetimelinetarot.com for more information. With all that said, Taurus, let's begin. So I want to say during meditation for you, Taurus, I was feeling very uneasy. So I don't know if you're contemplating something and it's making you nervous, because I hardly ever feel uneasy while meditating. It usually gives me the opposite effect. But in this one, I felt very uneasy. So we'll see what comes out here in the reading. But I kind of feel like the majority of you have something heavy weighing on you. And you could be deciding or having to decide in the month of April about a particular direction you want to take, or maybe even like a big decision. Again, we'll see what comes out here. Tell me more about this for Taurus for April 2025. What do they need to know about the month of April for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising? One more shuffle now. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, Taurus, we have the Three of Swords. Let's see where the message goes. In your top row, we have Justice, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Flanking your Three of Swords, we have King of Wands, and we have the Hangman. In the bottom row here, we have the Four of Swords. I like seeing that after the Three of Swords. Oh God, we have the Seven of Swords. If you've watched my videos before, you know how much I dislike the Seven of Swords card. Let's keep going. And then we have the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Wands, we have Six of Cups, and we have Three of Pentacles. And that leaves the World card. This is the uneasy feeling. There's a particular situation, environment, or connection in your life, Taurus, that you have been contemplating walking away from. In the heart of your spread is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords for me is a sliding scale sword card. So for some of you, this could be just feeling bummed out over something. Something that occurs in the month of April just kind of leaves you feeling bummed out. For others of you, something can occur that makes you feeling sad. For others of you, you know, again, because it's sliding scale, it could be depression. It could be feeling very hurt. There could be a lot of pain here in terms of like emotional pain. There could be some real heartbreak here. Again, it's a sliding scale sword card, but it's not the greatest energy to be in for an entire month. But again, we're going to see what clarifies this. Your top row, I think you're just looking for whatever particular situation or environment or connection this is. I think you're looking for fairness. I don't think you're looking to be treated in a special way or treated differently, or, you know, receive any type of benefits, or I just kind of get the feeling like you're not looking for anything more than what you give. So if I go to work every day and I put 110% of myself into it, then I deserve that in return. And you're right, you do. You should expect that. You should expect reciprocity. And same thing if this is a connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, right? Your neighbor, your colleagues, you know, people that maybe participate in some type of community group you volunteer in, or friends, family members, lovers. Absolutely. There definitely is a feeling here of, but all I want is what's fair. I'm not looking for anything extra. I just want what's fair. You're definitely contemplating here moving on from someone. I do have your sister sign of Libra here in the Justice card, and then we have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here in the King of Wands. Let's see where this message goes. But the World card tells me, at the very least, the lesson here has been learned. And the Seven of Swords card just tells me there's some type of deception here. But again, that is a sliding scale sword card for me also. I want to clarify these cards for you, Taurus. Let's clarify this. Justice, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, King of Wands, Three of Swords, the Hangman, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Cups. That Seven of Swords has been plaguing the majority of your readings here on my channel for probably the last 4 or 5 months. It was earlier last year also when I started the channel in April. So it was like April, May. And then it kind of went away for a little bit. So I don't know if this is the same entity you dealt with back then. Let's see what we what tarot has for us. Bottom of the deck, we have Empress, which is Venusian energy, and that is you, Taurus, as well as Libra, which we see in the Justice card here also. I think you're making a pretty heavy decision here. And maybe that's why during meditation I felt so uneasy. I think you're making a decision you didn't want to make, but you feel like you have no choice but to make it. Let's clarify this more, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Justice card is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Eight of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands, which is flanking your Three of Swords here in the other deck, okay? Your Page of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Swords. Your King of Wands is clarified by the 10 of Wands. Your Three of Swords is clarified by the 5 of Cups. Wow. The Hangman is clarified by the 7 of Cups. The Four of Swords clarified by the Chariot. Did we have the Chariot here? No. Sorry about that. The 7 of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords. And the 4 of Cups is clarified by the 2 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Taurus, here we have the 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, which is your major arcana card, and we have the Ace of Swords, and that leaves the 6 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and 4 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Oof. And the heart of your spread, Taurus, your heart is, it's aching. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be a tough read. It's either going to hit with you or it's not. Your heart is aching over something. There's no denying it, whether you just feel disappointed in someone or someone has done something here that makes you feel sad, or there's a larger act of betrayal here like lying, cheating, stealing, infidelity. There's definitely something here that's occurring that's breaking your heart in the month of April. In breaking your heart, though, it's also fixing your vision. I think what you're realizing about this, and I'm going to just call it a soulmate connection, which they come in all shapes and sizes. So again, I don't know who this person is to you. It's going to be different for all of you. It's a collective reading. It could be your neighbor, colleague, friend, boss, family member, lover. You take it how it resonates to you. But this person is deceiving you in some way. I think you've known about it for a while. That's why you're coming into this month already wanting justice, already feeling like what's fair is fair. I'm not asking for much. Why can't you do for me what I do for you? Why can't you show up for me the way I show up for you? So I don't think I'm telling you anything that you don't know. There's something off with whatever connection this is. In breaking your heart to some degree, it's also fixing your vision. You're realizing there's more out there for me. I don't have to deal with this. And so I think that's why we saw the Empress energy. You're really coming into your own power and saying, I don't have to put up with this crap. In the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, in the 5 of Cups, the individual is crying over 3 cups that are spilt over. And behind them, there are 2 cups that they're not seeing. Their backs turned to it. And they're lamenting and feeling remorseful and coping with a great amount of grief over the 3 cups that have spilt over. And you'll typically hear a tarot reader, myself included, say, don't cry over spilt milk, because if you turn around, you'll notice that although that soulmate soul bond connection has come to an end, there are more out there for you. And if you just turned around, you would spot one, or you would find the next one. In the After Tarot deck, you have found the next one, or at least you have come to terms with there is a next one. So look, I could be speaking to a Taurus where you have a friendship ending in the month of April, and although it breaks your heart for this friendship to come to an end, you're also very cognizant and aware of the fact that there are other people out there that you can become friends with. So I don't want to make light of this. Like I said, it is a heavy read, and we're just starting it. But there is something here of, yeah, this broke my heart, but at the same time, it fixes my vision. I know for certain that I can. Like, it's not only like I think I can find better. It's like, I know I can. There's a I know I can. I know that there has to be better than this. Top row, we have Justice to the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiterian energy. The Wheel of Fortune talks about a destined, fated occurrence in our life. I feel like, should you choose, and again, you have the divine gift of free will, but should you choose to walk away from whomever this individual is, this would be the opportune time. It's almost like, fortune favors the brave, or fortune favors the bold type of thing here. So I feel like if you are bold and brave enough to move on from this, the wheel would turn in your favor. And that's how you're able, you would be able to bring justice to yourself. So I don't know, let's say this is a work environment. You like what you do for a living, but maybe you don't like who you do it for. Maybe that soulmate, soul bond connection, who is your boss, treats you terribly, and there's deception and there are lies, and there's no equal reciprocity, and you feel like you're really giving your all every day, and you're not receiving promotions or raises or accolades like you believe that you should, or you feel like everything is a fight at work. It could be something like that. And you're like, you know what? This is the month I'm going to look for another job. And if that's the case, you do find one. And I'll explain that to you when I get to the Seven of Cups card there, but you do end up finding one. So it could be something like that. I mean, this could be in your professional, personal, or romantic life. You're going to take it how it resonates to you. But I feel like this is the month you're moving in sync, in concert with the divine, and moving forward and away from whomever this individual is. Eight of Cups to the King of Wands. Whoever this person is, they are literally in your reading as the King of Wands. They don't have to be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. They could also have high placements, meaning, their sun, moon, or rising could be Aries, Leo, Sag. If not, this, very well could be the boss, could be a very masculine figure, could be a partner for some of you, could be a father figure. This could also be a feminine, because we all embody feminine and masculine energy. So this could be a feminine who leans very heavily into their masculinity. In the Eight of Cups card in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, which the deck I used for you, it kind of replicates those images. The individual is walking away from the Eight Cups in pursuit of the Ninth Cup, because these eight cups are just no longer emotionally fulfilling for them. The Eight of Cups card is also the only card that actually has an eclipse on the card. And so I feel like you are eclipsing this individual from your life. Again, I don't know who this is for you, whether this is a boss or a lover or a friend or a neighbor you're going to decide to no longer speak to. You're definitely walking away from this individual. Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Again, this is forward movement. This is the minor arcana card to the Fool card. This is an individual who is discovering. So again, if this is a job situation, you may love what you do. You may just not like who you do it for. And in that respect, Taurus, I think you're going to, Page of Wands, again, it's a card of inquiry and discovery. I think you're going to look for another job. And I think you find one. I think you find one by the end of the month. And I think you move forward very quickly, even though it breaks your heart to leave this job, because again, you love what you do. And maybe you really do like your clients or your coworkers, your colleagues, but there's something here about this boss and their underhandedness that you feel you can no longer tolerate. And yes, for some of you, this very well could be a lover, because we have that Two of Cups card here at the end. So this could be a lover that you feel is, I don't know, maybe they don't want to take the relationship to a higher level of commitment, and you do, right? We have the Hierophant to the Ace of Swords. Maybe that's what you want, long-term, monogamous, traditional type of commitment. And this person, as the King of Wands, does not. There could be a parting of the ways in that type of connection. There's definitely this overall feeling of before I leave this person or this entity, I need to discover the best way on how to leave them. And so with the Queen of Swords energy, you're really trying to obtain clarity. Am I sure that I want to do this? How do I want to do this? And when do I want to do this? I kind of feel like you start to become a planner. I feel like you're planning your exit. You're making the decision to walk away from this person. But again, you're not doing it in a hasty way. This is not a Taurus who's quitting their job on a Thursday and they have no job to go to the next day on Friday. That's not who I'm talking to. I'm speaking to a group of Taurians who are being very calculating in their next step. We then have that King of Wands, that same person here, and we have the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're done fighting with this individual, whoever they are, boss, friend, family member, etc., etc. In the After Tarot deck, the Ten of Wands, the wands are on the ground. The person is holding the Ace of Wands. They're just trying to recover, recoup a bit before they get up and go with the Ace of Wands in a new direction. And so, again, I see you here like, I don't want to fight for this job. I'm not going to fight to be heard by this friend. I'm not going to fight for reciprocity from this family member. I'm not even going to confront, although I think you do, but the feeling here mid-month is I don't even want to confront the behavior I think or know has been going on behind my back. Again, first week, it looks like you're just resolute in the decision of I need to leave this person and now I need to, or this entity, and I need to figure out how I'm going to do that or when I'm going to do that. And a second week of the month or mid-month kind of feeling here is I'm not even going to fight with this person. I just know that I deserve better. I deserve a better place of employment, again, friendships, connections, etc. And so, yeah, does it break your heart to leave this entity or this energy that, this individual? It does. But at the same time, you know that there's more out there for you. And you're right. Hangman to the Seven of Cups. Hangman says, I have to see this from all perspectives. I can't just abruptly exit, right? I don't know. Maybe for some of you, you're married to this person. We have Six of Wands, Six of Cups, because Six of Wands sometimes could be the proposal card. So maybe for some of you, you're in some kind of long-term commitment with this person. Six of Wands, Six of Cups, the Hierophant card, the Two of Cups. It's possible you've been in, this could be a lover. For some of you, like I said, it's a family member, because I have that Six of Cups card there, which could talk about family, or a friend you've known for a long time. But there's still this whole, let me see this from every angle. It's almost like a look back. You ever and I'm sure you have at some point in your life, you have a place of residency, let's just say it's an apartment, and now you're moving and all of your stuff's all packed up. I feel like that's what you're doing here. Like the first 15 days in a month, I feel like you're packing up all of your belongings. And I mean this figuratively. I don't think you're literally going to be doing this in the first 15 days, but this is the energetic feel of it. Like I'm packing everything up because I'm getting ready energetically to leave. So I think you're packing all this up in your mind, really packing it all up in your mind. But anyway, going back to my analogy of the apartment. So you're packing everything up and you're starting to move things out. The hangman energy is almost like walking back into the apartment for the last time before you have to like shut the lights off for good and close that door. And you know that when you close that door, you're never opening it again. You're on to the next chapter. I don't know why, but that's the feeling I'm getting here. So it's a look back. Am I really sure that I want to leave this? And I think what happens here is, and I'm just going to use work as an example, whoever this King of Wands is at work, could be a Queen of Wands as well. I don't read body parts, but I'm just going to use work as an example. You realize this person has been underhanded. You can no longer work for them or with them. And you've made a decision now to look for other jobs, right? Page of Wands, it's a card of inquiry. I want to see what else is out there. I think you get multiple job opportunities. I think you end up settling for one. But before you accept it and give your notice to the current job, the hangman is, am I really sure that I want to leave this place? Because I do have multiple job opportunities. And there's one in particular that I really like. But it's not that you're second guessing yourself. I just feel like you're trying to make this decision in a very practical and pragmatic way. So am I really sure that they can't get better? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. In the After Tarot deck, well, I should say in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the Seven of Cups could talk about an individual has lots of options and choices. But in the After Tarot deck, they have selected one of the cups. The other cups are full, but this one cup is empty, and this person now has the possessions of that cup. They're now holding it. So there's a feeling here of like, again, if it's job related, multiple job opportunities come in, you now know the one you want, but you're kind of taking another look at this current place of employment. Do I really want to leave it? And I'm going to say that this very well could be very, if you want to apply this to a relationship, you certainly can. I could be speaking to a Taurus that you have decided to move on from a lover. And you're definitive about this. You're not overly emotional. Seven of Cups could be Neptunian energy. So I'm not overly emotional about this. I'm very resolute, Queen of Swords, that this is what I want to do. It's the right thing for me. This relationship is not balanced. I'm not receiving equal reciprocity. And I know somewhere out there, there just has to be another lover out there for me, or a better lover. And in that respect, the same thing here. It's like, before I tell this person it's over, let me just really think this through in a non-emotional way. Do I really want to walk away from this person? I think you end up walking away from them. I have to be honest with you. The Four of Swords, this is you now healing from the Three of Swords that has occurred, or that you have been dealing with for quite some time. So there definitely is some sense of emotional healing here from what you've gone through. And the Chariot, it's the feeling I'm getting here is I can't heal in the environment that makes me sick. So I kind of feel like if you are leaving a job for a new job, I don't really think that you're giving the current place of employment 2 weeks or 4 weeks of notice. I really don't. I think you're kind of going in on a Friday and you're telling them like, effective today at 5 p.m., I'm out. That's the kind of feeling. I'm not going to give you a week or two to find, or a month to find someone, and then I'm going to train them. The feeling here is like, the longer I stay here, the sicker I'm getting, because I know what's been happening. And same thing, if this is a lover, I feel like this is non-negotiable. I don't want to be here anymore, or I don't want to live with you anymore. Or, so, I mean, some of you, justice to the Hierophant, you could be asking for a divorce. I just feel like once you make this decision, by the end of the month, you're resolute in it. And the feeling here is, I don't want to stay here or in this or engaged with you for a minute longer than I have to. Because again, I can't heal in the environment that made me sick. I can't Four of Swords in an environment that gave me the Three of Swords. And so the feeling here is like, I'm out of here. Seven of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Before you go, I do feel like there's a possibility here of you having a lot of anger with doing this. I'm going to be honest with you. And I guess for you, it's going to depend on how bad the Seven of Swords is. For some of you, when you tell the job effective today at 5 o'clock, or effective as of right now, I'm out of here, you might say, I mean, it's just an example, but it could be, and I know why I didn't get that raise or that promotion. I mean, it could be something like that, where you're just letting them know that you know what they did or why you didn't receive something you were supposed to. If this is a love ship, this could get a little heated. I'm not going to lie to you, because in the After Tarot deck, the Knight of Swords is slaying their opponent. Where like in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, they're just like preparing to go to war. No, in the After Tarot deck, they're on the battlefield. They are slaying people left and right. So it's a very aggressive energy. So again, Seven of Swords, a sliding scale. If some, whoever this individual is, this King of Wands, if they lie to you, you're going to call them out on it on the way out the door. And if there was something worse here, like cheating you out of money or stealing money from you or betrayal, like infidelity, I think it can get really heated. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that you're very heated by this. Now, whoever this King of Wands is, I think they do attempt to apologize to you. I think there is an I'm sorry here. And I say that because in the Two of Cups card, these people are embracing. So whether this is a friend, family member, lover, could even be your boss. Again, if you're leaving a place of employment, I do think there's an apology, but I don't think you're accepting it. And the Four of Cups energy, the Ace of Cups is not even looked at. It's not even acknowledging it. So again, I get the feeling here you're pretty resolute that there's a more authentic Two of Cups out there waiting for you, and you're not going to settle and accept this one. Bottom of the first deck, we had Six of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Whatever this is, I think you wanted victory in it or with it. I think you have some pretty good nostalgic memories of working here or engaging with this friend, family member, or lover. I think you did put your all into it. But whatever it was, I don't think it grew past the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is laying the groundwork. The goal of the Three of Pentacles is I'm going to work in unison with you so we can get to the Ten of Pentacles. So if this was like a work situation, again, I go back to, I just don't feel like they were paying you what you were worth. And if this is any other connection, like friend, family member, lover, I don't really think it ever got off the ground. I don't ever think it became very solid. In fact, I think you were the only solid one showing up. Because if they were solid, you wouldn't have had to contend with the Seven of Swords from them. In the After Tarot deck, we have Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. I think you're seeing the situation, environment, or connection very clearly. You're very resolute when it comes to what you want out of this situation, environment, or connection, and you know that you're not receiving what you deserve. In the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the Seven of Wands is an individual who they have boundaries established, and they're very firm and resolute, and they stand their ground. So other individuals don't cross those boundaries. I feel like whoever this person is, they've crossed your boundaries, and not just one time, 7 times or multiple times, right? In that Seven of Swords energy. So in the Seven of Wands, in the After Tarot deck, you're fighting. This is definitely aggression here. I have to be honest with you, because I think you feel utterly betrayed that this person crossed the line, right? Because in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the Seven of Wands is, here's my line in the sand. And don't you dare cross it. Don't do that to me again. Or someone in the past did that to me. Don't you do the same thing. So you had a boundary, and whoever this was, they crossed it multiple times. And I feel like now you're fighting. I have to be honest with you. I think that this exit can get pretty ugly. I don't think you're intending for it to get ugly, but I think when this person comes in with this meager apology, that might be what sets you off here. The bottom of your deck, we have the Six of Swords, which in the After Tarot deck, you've made it so that's why I really do think you're leaving this person, because in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, we're just starting to move on from the trouble, from the chaos. But in the After Tarot deck, you have completely moved on. You're on new terrain. So this would be you at the new job or the new living situation, or distancing yourself from this individual, moving away from them, breaking up with them. Take it how it resonates to you. And then I have the Queen of Wands, which I believe is you. And then King to the Queen of Wands. It's possible for some of you this is a romantic partnership, but take it how it resonates. And then I have the Four of Wands. So for some of you where you share living space with this person, like could be a friend / roommate or a family member or a lover, I think you move on and you relocate. I don't think you're doing it all in April. This is, future focus now at the bottom of the deck, but there definitely is a relocation here. Restructuring or rebuilding your stability, your Four of Wands, away from this entity. So this would be like starting the new job, living in the new location, finding new friends, new people to celebrate with, or like I said, even leaving this lover. Let's get you some oracle cards, and then we'll see what the Kippers have. And I feel like you've been sitting on this for a long time with that Hangman energy. Not sure, should I leave this? Do I want to leave this? But I feel like in the month of April, something is breaking your heart. And it's almost like it has to break your heart in order to fix your vision. Like you would have just lost more time with whatever this is, and it still wouldn't have grown past the Three of Pentacles. I think that's your realization here, Taurus. Let's get 3 oracle cards here for Taurus, please. Top row, center row, and that last row. One more shuffle now. Thank you. For Taurus, 3 cards for Taurus now. Did we get all 3 cards here for you, Taurus? We did. Top row, we have love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. I think you have realized your worth, and you're realizing that whatever situation, environment, or connection this is, it did not. It did not recognize your worth, and that's not your fault. That's on them. Your middle row here, life force. Express your driving passion. And I think that's what you're doing here. I think you are expressing yourself here, that you're departing from whomever or whatever this is. And then in the bottom row, we have awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So I feel like you're being protected, literally like protected out of here. And we even see that in the 6 of Swords card, where you're not alone in walking away from whomever this is. You have someone else here. So it could be a friend, could be a family member helping you. It could just be spirit. You're definitely being guided away from whomever or whatever this is. And then bottom of the deck here, we have experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. And I do think that's the case, Taurus, as soon as you move away or walk away from whomever or whatever this is. Let's get 6 skipper cards here for Taurus, 2 for each row. Bottom of the deck, coffin. Yeah, I think it's world card here, coffin. I think it's done. Whatever this is. I think, again, it might not all wrap up in the month of April, but your decision to move on from it is definitely here in the month of April. Let's get 6 cards here, please, for Taurus. Thank you. We have mature man. That very well could be that King of Wands. It could also be mature woman, if that's a Queen of Wands. Your next card out we have is gift. Then we have toil and labor. Thoughts. Let's get 2 more cards here for Taurus. Change. And bad health. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have main male. So this very well could be this, King of Wands person here that we're talking about. I feel like you were very generous in the gift card towards this individual. I think you were generous with your time, your talent, your love, your loyalty, your pentacle energy, whatever that is to you, time, love, money, etc. I think this is the boss, and you were continually showing up and putting your best foot forward, even on the hard days. That's kind of the feeling that I get here. I feel like you, if this is a job, you treated this job like it was a gift, and I like it was a fragile gift. I think you were very careful and diligent with it, and I think this individual mistreated you or betrayed you, something like that, held you back from raises and promotions. And if this is a friend, again, it doesn't have to be mature man, it could be mature female, but a mature woman or whatever. But I kind of get the feeling like you were very generous with this individual. Your center row here, we have thoughts and toil and labor. Yeah, I think you put in a lot of hard work into this situation, environment, or connection. And remember what I said about thoughts to that hangman, where I had said I kind of got the feeling like before you walk away, or before you kind of get that 15 seconds of insane courage and say, I'm out of here, or I want a divorce, or I no longer want to be in the relationship, or effective immediately, I've quit the job, like whatever that 15 seconds of insane courage is for you, that hangman energy I got was kind of look back and am I sure I really want to do that? And I definitely see you doing that here the mid-month. There is a feeling here of I just want to think it over and make sure I am doing the right thing. And by the end of the month, you are deciding to move on. The Chariot is a vehicle, so it does talk about movement. The Change card has a vehicle. There are suitcases in the back. For some of you, yeah, you could very well be relocating or deciding to relocate, moving on to the next job, moving away from this person. And then we have bad health here, which was really interesting because I had said that I think whoever this is, that they were going to apologize to you. We have 7 of Swords to the 2 of Cups card, and then the bad health card. I feel like you know that this is this connection or situation, environment, whatever, is bad for your health. Remember what I said, like you can't heal in the environment that gets you sick. So even though they're apologizing, the apology doesn't even make up for how they have affected you. And not only affected you like financially, but again, physically and emotionally. Again, the feeling I get here is I can't heal in the environment that has made me sick. Bottom of the deck, you had main male and you have expectation. I think you were expecting this situation to improve with this individual, again, whoever they are. It just appears to not have panned out that way. So big decision that, again, I feel like this reading is either going to hit for you or it's not, Taurus. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry, just check another placement. But the feeling I'm getting here is you're entering the month of April already knowing about this, already feeling a certain way about it, already kind of judging this person, and really starting to see things and see this person for who and what they truly are. But again, whatever this is, you put a lot of work into it, and I don't believe it's a decision that you're making hastily. So take good care of yourself in the month of April, Taurus. It looks like this is not the easiest decision for you to make, but it absolutely does appear to be the right decision for you to make. That's what I have for you, my dear, for the month of April 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.